Hello everyone and welcome back to Cozy English Stories. Grab a warm drink, get comfortable, and let's settle in for a little chat. Today I want to talk about something we've all done, something we've all experienced, but something we rarely discuss openly. Let's talk about lying. Have you ever told a lie? I think if we're all being honest with ourselves, the answer is yes. It might have been a tiny, insignificant lie, or maybe it was something bigger. But why do we do it? What pushes us to say something that isn't true? Let's explore this together. One of the most common reasons people lie is to avoid getting into trouble. Think back to when you were a child. Maybe you broke a vase, and when your parents asked who did it, you quickly said, "Not me." It's a basic instinct, really. It's about self-preservation. We fear the consequences, the punishment, or just the disappointment in someone else's eyes. So we create a different version of reality, one where we are safe from blame. This doesn't just happen in childhood. As adults, we might lie about being late for work because we overslept, saying there was terrible traffic instead. We do it to protect ourselves from negative outcomes. Another big reason is to spare someone else's feelings. These are often called white lies. Imagine a friend gets a new haircut and they're so excited about it. They ask you, "What do you think? Do you love it?" But honestly, you don't think it suits them at all. What do you say? Do you tell the blunt truth and potentially ruin their day and their confidence? Or do you say, "It looks great. It really brings out your eyes"? In this situation, the lie isn't meant to deceive in a harmful way. It's motivated by kindness and a desire to protect a friend's happiness. The intention is positive, even if the words aren't strictly true. We weigh the options and decide that a small untruth is better than causing unnecessary pain. Sometimes people lie to make themselves look better. This is all about image and social standing. We might exaggerate our achievements on a resume to land a better job. Or in a casual conversation, we might tell a story that makes us seem more adventurous, more intelligent, or more successful than we really are. It's a way of crafting a persona, an idealized version of ourselves that we want the world to see. This comes from a deep human need to be liked, respected, and admired. We want to fit in, and sometimes we believe the real us isn't quite good enough. And then there are lies told for more complex reasons, like maintaining privacy. In a world where we share so much online, sometimes a lie is a way of drawing a boundary. If a stranger asks a personal question you're not comfortable answering, you might give a vague or untrue response to protect your private life. It's a form of defense, a way of keeping a part of yourself just for you. So this brings us to the big question, are all lies bad? The simple answer is no, it's not that black and white. Most of us would agree that lying to cheat, manipulate, or cause deliberate harm to someone is wrong. These are the kinds of lies that break trust and can destroy relationships. When someone lies to steal money, ruin a reputation, or gain an unfair advantage, the intent is malicious. The consequences of such lies can be devastating, leaving deep emotional scars. Trust is like glass. Once it's broken, it's incredibly difficult to put back together perfectly. But what about those white lies we talked about? The ones told to spare feelings? The morality here is much grayer. Some philosophers would argue that any lie, no matter the intention, is wrong because it violates the principle of truthfulness. They would say that honesty is always the best policy, even if it's difficult. They believe that people are stronger than we think and can handle the truth, and that being honest shows respect for the other person's ability to deal with reality. On the other hand, others would argue that compassion is a higher virtue than absolute honesty. They believe that in certain situations, the kindest and most ethical thing to do is to tell a small lie. The goal is to minimize harm and maximize happiness. If telling your grandmother you love the slightly strange tasting cookies she baked for you brings her immense joy, is there really any harm done? In this view, the intention behind the lie is what matters most. Think about it in a medical context. For a long time, doctors sometimes withheld difficult diagnoses from patients to protect them from fear and despair. This practice is less common now because we value a patient's right to know and make informed decisions. However, it came from a place of wanting to shield someone from pain. It shows how complicated the ethics of lying can be. Ultimately, the impact of a lie depends heavily on the context, the intention, and the relationship between the people involved. A lie between strangers has different weight than a lie between a husband and wife or a parent and child. The core issue is trust. Consistent lying, even about small things, erodes trust. When you can no longer believe what someone says, the foundation of the relationship crumbles. It becomes hard to feel safe and secure with that person. So, what can we do? How do we navigate this complex part of human interaction? I think it starts with being more honest with ourselves. Why are we tempted to lie in a particular situation? Are we afraid? Are we trying to protect someone? Are we trying to boost our own ego? Understanding our own motivations is the first step. Then we can try to find alternatives to lying. Instead of telling your friend you love their bad haircut, maybe you can find something genuinely positive to say. You could say, "It's so brave of you to try something new. I love how confident you look. This is truthful yet kind." It focuses on the person's feelings rather than just the haircut. If we're afraid of the consequences of telling the truth, maybe we need to be brave. Owning up to a mistake is hard, but it often earns more respect in the long run than getting caught in a lie. It shows integrity and a willingness to take responsibility for our actions. And it helps build stronger and more authentic relationships. The world is a messy, complicated place, and so are human beings. We aren't perfect. We will make mistakes. But by thinking more deeply about honesty and why we choose to be dishonest, we can become more thoughtful and compassionate in our interactions. We can strive to build relationships based on trust and authenticity, where we feel safe enough to be our true selves, flaws and all. And perhaps we can create a world where we need to lie a little less. What do you think? When is it okay to lie, if ever? And when is it absolutely not? I'd love to hear your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Let's continue this cozy conversation together. Thanks so much for spending this time with me. If you enjoyed our chat, please give this video a like and subscribe for more cozy English stories. See you next time!